Hello and welcome to the Big Footy Fix for Finals Week 3. The prelims have just been played. We're going to have a look at them in a second. I am Bang Bang along with...
I'm the coach.
Bucket's over here.
Bucket's over on the outside there. He's going to quiet down there.
We gave the microphone to the coach this week so you can actually hear him on the podcast.
Well, I think we should be right this week. We just been practicing. I'm not going to mention what happened in the warm-ups, but...
Childish acts.
Childish.
Buckets needs to grow up, I reckon.
Well...
He's a clown.
He's definitely a clown.
No wonder Handles didn't want to show up tonight.
That's a disappointment.
Yeah, we were expecting to have a fourth member on the panel here for grand final edition of the Fix, but he unfortunately couldn't be with us.
The weak prick didn't show up.
Well, he didn't just not show up. He's put in an apology, but
he skipped town.
Left his playbook down in Perth.
We were going to quiz him about the moves going on at the Sydney Rage this week. Unfortunately, we couldn't.
I think he's still sooking that it's grand final week and his boys aren't there.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Well, he's not like you and me and just know what to do on grand final week.
Get pissed?
That's it.
It's a touch of the coach 7 days ago when he didn't show up after the Stingrays got ousted.
Yeah, what happened there, coach?
I thought, fuck it.
That's it?
Yep.
Just didn't want to come in?
Wasn't coming.
Having a sook?
Yep.
Fuck
it.
I thought there might have been a bit of a...
No, I went on the players trip there and...
What happened on the players trip? You got any goss from the Stingrays players trip?
Liam Jarrah's a clown.
Went to Paranella Park in Queensland?
Yeah, we went up to Liam's, where he's from. It's from over that way, and met a few of the relatives.
Deadly?
A few punch-ups. Oh, it was deadly, alright. We, a few bung arrows and a few root tails.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, you would have loved it, Buckets. A few cave paintings.
Did you,
Cave paintings? What, did you draw them, did you?
Yep. Had the white man killing the black man.
You're like, hey, Liam, look, I can do them too.
Coaching his finger painting.
Did you go on the Hurricanes players trip, Buckets?
I sure did.
Well, you would have been invited.
Did they let you?
Number one.
We're going to go to the Gold Coast, but we're from the Gold Coast, so...
Where'd you go?
Hey, where we go? We went to Broome.
Really?
Yeah.
All the way
cross-country trip. Took
all
the
the way
boys
to
up to
Broome.
Broome. Showed them a bit
Ride some camels or something.
Rides. There was a bit of camel riding
Liam's
going
got
on.
family up there too, did you meet him?
Bit of the camel riding going on. There's a few humps around anyway. Let's just
have a stroll.
Let's just say that.
The old worm got out of the shorts.
The
slug.
A few of the boys had a good time. Let's just say that.
Dane Beams was on the cordial, was he? Or is he 18 yet?
No, he didn't get permission from his mum.
No. Alright.
So old Andy Swallow, he would have been right in there.
Handy Swallow. Now there's a player.
Handy Swallow.
Handy Swallow.
He made a few girls swallow, I reckon.
Anyway.
Girls turned out to be boys up in Broome. Few of that.
It's not fucking Thailand.
Are we getting into the games or what?
Anyway,
let's get into the games.
Back to the podcast. I don't think anyone really cares about what we have to say.
Oh, well, it's interesting. I don't want to start talking about the finals. I want to get you guys involved a little bit.
Finals. What are finals?
Finals is...
It's one of the weakest finals series I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, some of the teams have been ousted, haven't really performed really well, have they? So it hasn't been a real strong competition until now. So
No. Some of the strong teams didn't even make the finals.
You have to go... Well, who's that?
Hey?
Who's that?
The Predators.
All promise. All talk and no action down in Brisbane.
West Sydney Fury now. Now there's a team to watch out for.
They got no players left.
Hey?
Brendan Lade's retired this week.
The ones they have got are in the retirement home.
Bowden, O'Loughlin, Richardson maybe. We've already talked about it, but they've added another one this week. Ex-Stingray Gups.
They just want the news. Oh, well.
Coach.
He was,
Lade.
I thought you were talking about something else.
I thought you were Scuppy, the Stingray's owner, for a second there. The way you just said that you had your chest pumped out and you were about to talk about the Stingrays.
Brendan Lade and Peter Burgoyne, two original Stingrays, bloody hanging up the boots.
From 2007.
That's right.
Still living on the past there.
Came second last then.
We came second last then, mate.
Yeah, and they didn't do much better this year. Devils finished.
And moving on to the first game of the prelim final week. Which was the Canberra War Dogs against the Eastern Firebirds down in Marnica.
Oh, I thought it would have been a closer game, this one.
Yeah, I actually tipped the Firebirds. Thought they'd put up a bit of a show.
Thought the War Dogs would win, but not by such a big margin.
Yeah, there was a few on the... They did a good negating job on the midfield. The Firebirds midfield.
What was Lenny Hayes' story? What was wrong with him?
It was an omission.
Yeah, don't know what happened there.
I'm not actually
Does anyone
sure.
know? Was it a team omission or was he injured or
Oh, he had some kind of an injury.
injury? Prelim final
Yeah.
week and he comes down with an injury.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't. It's not heard of. It's not heard of.
Yeah.
Mm.
I tell you what, if he was a hurricane, he would have been out there. Would have had some heart.
Was
Hurricane, he'd be on holidays.
He would be.
Brett Delidio, one-man show, what, 28 points for the Firebirds?
Yeah.
If
well,
it wasn't for him, it would have been...
Well, the guys that
a
showed up
shellacking.
last week against the against the Rage just didn't fire this week. Oh,
Morgan
Joby
Ward
Watson.
was happy about Andrew Mackie.
Andrew Mackie, Joe Watson, the stars of the week before, just did not fire at all.
And for the War Dogs, all the usual contributors... Well,
Didak was
Swan,
down.
Swan only got 16. So
Didak, 12.
old Dane Swan.
They put Didak in cotton wool in the last quarter.
The
And Favola, really.
the action was really at the John Cock and Enright battle against Delidio and Bradshaw. That was where all the action was. Those four guys running backwards and
Still
forwards.
think the old Ginger Ninja Cameron Ling would have been very handy for the Firebirds, but
Well,
didn't want to listen to what I had to say. And
they went all out on the attack, I think, and the War Dogs just
not much
negated them,
not
ran
much
off
of,
them.
But
Not
you
much
would-
of an attack there.
You would have had Ling
117.
on Swan, and would he have done much better? Not really.
Yeah, I guess.
You're not going to waste Ling on Farron.
Nah,
Fair and Ray.
Farron. He's been a
Shane Valenti's where they lost it.
yeah. Well, he has been
Oh,
performing,
yeah,
and
he had
then
to jump in at the last minute.
the experience of Swan and Goodwin just put too much pressure on him, and
Yep.
he just couldn't handle it.
I don't know about you, Bang Bang, but I thought Valenti did an admirable job for a late inclusion. He's a good young player. He's going to go a long way.
What makes you say that?
Hey?
What makes you
I
say
just-
that he'd done a good
I
job?
don't know, just the...
I don't know
Name.
why you would include me in this.
Shane
I
Valenti.
think it was a piss poor effort
Second
from
half.
the boy.
Second half, he didn't even put
Wait,
up a performance.
Way to rip Valenti, young Valenti. We don't know
Does
what
anyone play in
finals
prelim
are.
finals at
I
Canes?
don't think that. No, you didn't play in. Gaines didn't make the prelim final the first year. They've made the finals 2 years, but
Anyway, the final score being 140 to 117.
yeah. Well,
Let's move on.
move on to well.
And
someone
let's
else
just go
talk
straight past that one.
Well, no. Well, let's just talk about
Let's
this.
say Central Fusion 161, Vipers 127. Well done, that's a wrap.
That's the second time that the
Vipers-
Fusion have killed the Vipers in a prelim
Fusion
final.
very lucky that the Stingrays didn't get past the second round.
Oh, here we go.
Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah, very lucky.
Very, very,
Very
lucky,
lucky
indeed.
because, they would have scored 100.
Because you would have been on a roll. You would have had the Stingrays would have had one finals win under their belt, and they would have been on a roll.
That's right.
So yeah. Anyway, all the lowest scorer for the teams, McMahon and Clark, got 17 each. Do you reckon McMahon will keep his spot this week? Sam Fisher is back, been training very well. Sam Fisher.
Well,
he
I'd
missed the game.
Fisher will be in, no doubt.
And it wouldn't be Goddard coming out. You'd assume
Nah,
that old Nigel
Goddard's my
Smart,
sneaky for the medal on grand final day.
Nigel Smart, the coach, the man with the upside
Yeah,
down
Ruffy.
head. He's not really upside down with his thinking though. He's pretty straight
No,
down the line.
I'd say McMahon out, Fisher in. And I think that would be the only change made.
And Djakovic didn't really have much. He didn't really have any answers for Nigel Smarts.
His coaching on the weekend was as bad as his commentary.
It's like, what do you call it when there's two completely opposites? Like opposites. That's what you call it.
Yin
Yep.
and yang.
Yin and yang. Well, which one's the best one out of yin and yang?
It'll have to be
Don't
the
ask
Yang,
that.
wouldn't
It's
it?
got to be yang.
Well, Ying's first.
Yin? Well, we'll go yin then.
Who cares?
So, Nigel Smart was the yin.
Yeah.
Black or white.
Smart
Nigel
as
Smart
his-
was the white.
Smart is his name. I don't know what I'm trying to get out here. Smart is his name. Djakovic
Dickhead.
is the opposite to
There he is
smart.
Yeah.
And that's really where the game was won and lost, I reckon.
In
Anyway,
the coach's box.
He's had a good team, Djakovic. I personally don't think he's much of a coach. I think he's more of a comments man. You're asking for a move.
The second year in a row they've made the prelim.
Who do you want to put out there? Djakovic? McPhee?
Second year in a row in prelim for the Vipers.
No, they missed the final altogether last year. They
Did
were
they?
in the lottery, but they played the prelim final the
Oh,
first
so they
year.
ended up with Daniel Rich, didn't they?
They were on the Cinderella path in season 1 before getting ousted by the Fusion.
But anyway, an all-round dominant display by the Fusion.
And, okay, so we're going to go to a break now. And we will be back if we haven't already gone to a break because it's gone overtime. But we'll go to a break and we'll come back and talk about
We might have
news.
unfortunately missed out on the Fusion bit.
I'll work it in there. I'll cut and paste. We'll be right. We'll be back.